Now today we are going to do some chapter our universe. तो चलो फिर Now it is the turn of solar system. Solar system refers to the sun and all the celestial objects that moves around it. Planets, natural satellites such as moon, asteroid belt, comets and meteorites. The sun is at the center of our solar system which holds eight. Now it's the turn of dwarf planets. According to the distance from the Sun, there are eight planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Pluto was earlier considered as a planet, but now it's come in the category of dwarf planet. The core. The core is the innermost layer and the center of the earth. It has two parts. The inner core is a solid ball, is made up of iron and is around 1200 kilometer thick, while the outer core is made of molten iron and nickel. It is around 2200 kilometers. The four planets closest to the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are called the terrestrial or rocky planets because they have solid rocky surface, and the rest are called Jovian planets. Structure of the Earth. The Earth is made of different. The crust. The crust is the outermost layer of the earth. It has continents and oceans. There are humans, animals, and plants that live on the earth's crust. The earth's crust is made of rocks and its thickness varies from 5 km under the ocean floor to around 30 to 70 km around the continents. The mantle, the layer under the crust, is called the mantle. This layer is about 2,900 km thick. Its upper part is hard and made up of rock, while the lower part is hot and molten like honey. When a volcano erupts, magma comes out of this layer in the form of lava. The sun. The sun is a huge ball of fire and gases that gives us heat and light. It is about 4.5 billion year old. It is a star and is at the center of solar system. The earth and all the other planets revolve around the sun. It has thin layer of atmosphere called corona, which we sometimes see during the solar eclipse. The light from the sun takes 8 minutes to reach the earth. Can you imagine? The sun is so huge that about 1.3 billion Earths would fit in it. The earth orbits the sun at a distance of about 15 crore kilometers. The sun is made up of gases like hydrogen and helium. A reaction changes the hydrogen into helium and releases the moon. The moon is the natural satellite of the earth and has no light of its own. It is the fifth largest natural satellite in the solar system. It reflects the light of the sun. It is about 3,48,400 kilometers. Surface of the moon. Despite being so close to the earth, it is quite different from the earth. There is no atmosphere on the moon. It has craters, mountains, and plains. Craters are formed when meteorites crash on the moon's surface. The moon has a crust, upper and lower mantles, and an iron-rich core at the center. Landing on the moon. The first space flight that landed on the moon with humans was Apollo 11, launched from Kennedy Space Center in Florida on July 20, 1969. It carried three American astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin, and Michael Collins. Neil Armstrong was the first man to step on the moon. Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin stayed on the moon's surface for about 2.5 hours, while Michael Collins manned the spacecraft. They collected rock samples from the moon. Phases of the moon. Every day the moon looks different, but when is viewed from the earth, the different appearances of the moon are called phases of the moon. Since the moon reflects the light of the sun and the moon orbits the earth, different parts of moon get light from the sun, and hence we see different shapes of moon every day. If one side of the moon is dark and the light part is growing, when the moon is referred to as waxing, moving toward a full moon. If one side of the moon is dark and the light part is shrinking, then the moon is referred to as waning.